Negative energy, how to protect you, how to protect your loved ones, how to protect your company, how to direct it with communication, love, perspective. All that is going to help you in this one video. You're going to take a lot on how to protect yourself from negative energy. Hi, welcome to my channel. I am Frank Iniguez, the ambassador of reading, and today's topic is energy for all those science guys or ladies. I know that there are many sorts of different kinds of energy. I'm just gonna keep it nice and simple. We're gonna go with positive energy and negative energy. Okay, here we go. So I have talked about this topic in classrooms. I have talked about this topic to different audiences in different places. And I always get, even though it's similar reactions, I do get different reactions from children. Children, for some reason, I think they understand me better than most. Let me talk to you about this energy. So even though there are different kinds of energy, let's focus on the positive and the negative because it affects families around the world. It affects couples, it affects businesses around the world. And the way I visualize it, the way I talk about it in different scenarios, is that there's this negative energy and they're little bubbles of energy, and they're small bubbles traveling all over, well, we'll call it the universe. However, let's keep it here on the planet. They're traveling all over the planet, and this little bubble of energy, it could go through walls and windows and metal walls, and nothing stops it. It goes in. So this little bubble of energy goes into a household where there's a husband, a wife, and children, and they're happy-go-lucky. They're excited about life. They're loving each other. They're getting along. Things are working out good, and all of a sudden, this little negative little bubble of energy bumps the guy per se, bumps the father or the husband, boom, bumps him, and for some reason he gets into like a negative attitude. He'll now feel like, I don't feel so great. He goes to his wife, and now the communication that he has with his wife is not so good. So the wife, the energy, once it bumps the whoever, boy, girl, husband, wife, whatever, if it gets the proper reaction, it'll grow. All right, I can grow a little bit more because he's angry. So now the wife answers in a negative way, hey, blah, blah, whatever it is. So now the little bubble of energy now gets bigger. Why? Because now it's taking over part of the guy and part of the woman. And now it'll go to the children's because the energy doesn't care. It's negative energy. What it wants to do is grow and grow as much as it can. Once it grabs the children, and the first thing it wants to do is cut off communication. If that energy cuts off communication, it has an advantage because there's no way to tell each other how you feel or why you felt that way, or maybe just having a downtime or not a good time. And as long as there's no communication, the energy grows. Now, if the husband doesn't stop it, the wife doesn't stop it, the children don't stop it, it'll just grow. Eventually it'll suck up the whole family, the whole household. It'll destroy it. Well, yeah, you want to be that way, and she goes this way, he goes this way. The children get stuck nowhere. Now they don't have an anchor of mom, dad. They feel left out, and then people wonder, why do youngsters join gangs, or why do they get into drugs and alcohol so early in their life? Well, they feel that they don't belong. He left, she left. I don't know what's going to happen to me. I don't know where to go. So they take their own decision. And it's really interesting. Adults, sometimes they're like, whatever, it's childish. However, young children, for some reason, they connect. I've done this. It's happened where little ones will raise their hand. Mr. Iniguez, if I'm teaching in a classroom, they'll call me Mr. Iniguez or Frank or whatever. Hey, how do we get rid of this energy? It gets me so excited to hear that question. Well, the way you get rid of this energy is communicating. So if you go over there and you hug your dad and you say, thank you for taking care of us, Dad. Thank you for loving us. Thank you for being a great dad. The energy starts shrinking. It starts getting smaller. You go to your mom and you say, Mom, thank you for being a great mom. Thank you for loving me. Thank you for being together with my dad. That energy gets even smaller. You should see their faces. They're like, wow, really? Communication, love, understanding, being patient with one another. It brings it down. It makes the energy go small. And if the energy feels threatened that it's going to disappear, it rather leave. So it gets out of your household. And now the positive energy in your family, husband, wife, children, it grows and it kind of takes care of each other. They protect each other. So what does the little bubble of energy do? It travels to another location where it can destroy. It's looking for families or businesses or couples to destroy. So if it reaches its objective to destroy, it leaves. And I don't know, maybe it becomes into a whole bunch of little negative energies now that travel the world to keep on destroying. So people tell me, adults sometimes will ask, hey, so what can we do? Well, communication, number one, communication. You know what? I was just feeling down because at work, blah, 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 blah. Oh, okay, hey, no worries. It's okay. It happens. Communication, love. How much do you love her? How much do you love him? How much do you love your family to be able to know that this negative energy exists and that you need to communicate? Love is super important. Like if you know that he loves you or she loves you, you know that it's important to stick around and love one another. That's going to be super important. Planning. Now, think about it. How does she feel being at home, taking care of the kids, going to work? Or how does he feel coming from a job that he doesn't like, that he has to do because he's taking care of the family? Change perspectives. It usually helps a lot. Where are they coming from? Where are they coming from? How do the children feel? How does she feel? How does he feel? Changing perspectives, that helps. So when adults ask me, how do I do it? Well, communication is very important. Planning point A to point B. Imagine doing the same thing every day. Go to work, come home, go to work, come home, go to work, come home. It gets boring, it gets frustrating, it gets tiring. We're going nowhere. However, if you have a point A to point B, what are you going to do from point A to point B? How is it going to be exciting? Well, let's buy the house. That's exciting. Or let's buy a car. That's exciting. And vacationing. If you're not vacationing as a family, wow, that energy, that negative energy is going to grow quick. No one's going to feel that they belong anywhere. So you gotta vacation. There's a class that I teach called the Mastermind, and I tell them, if you don't vacation at least once a year, it's worse than being a slave. You gotta plan it out 6 months or better ahead. She tells the boss, you tell your boss, hey, we're gonna vacation. If your boss tells you you can't, I would personally tell you quit that company because they don't care about you. They don't care about your family. Why would you want to work there? I wouldn't want to work there. So you tell them, I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. I'm planning it with my husband. I'm planning it with my children. When the day comes, you just take off. Hey, that's your vacation. And I tell my mastermind class, vacation at least once a year. So here it goes. I'm going to sum it all up. So the way to get rid of the negative energy, it's going to come in. It's always going to come in. Check on you to see how are you doing. It'll come into your company. It'll come into your family life. It'll come into couples. So it's always going into different places. Imagine companies that are successful, I think, understand this. You know why? Because they have a meeting at least once a month. More favorable companies or companies that are doing really good, they have meetings twice or 3 times a month. Why? Because they understand that communication is very important. Letting the employees know, letting the company know, hey, this is where we're at, this is our goal, this is where we're going. They understand that communication is very important. If something's not working, communication will usually settle it. Okay, so here comes the summary, the sum up. How do you get rid of the negative energy as being a couple or being a family or being in a company? Communication. Communication is very important. You must communicate. How do you feel? How are your feelings today? Sometimes we need a little bit of time off. You know what? I just need a little bit of time. I'm going to go to the backyard or I'm going to go drink a glass of water. I just need a little bit of time. Communication. Love for what you do, or love for your partner, or love for your family. And then planning. Always plan. What are you going to do? And then intervals, point A to point B. This is what we got, point A to point B. And then vacations, at least once a year. I almost finished it off. However, I want to let you know this very important detail. Very successful families, you know where they do their communication? It's dinner time. They always make it a point to sit as a family and plan. Listen to your wife or listen to your husband, listen to your children. If you're always talking and not listening, you're not going to know where they're at. Listen first and occasionally let them know how you feel. Let them know that, hey, you're only human. Sometimes you feel down. Sometimes you don't feel so excited. Or maybe you're feeling not so great. Let them know. However, in successful families, you will know that they have dinner. They don't let the phone interrupt them, the TV interrupt them, or the doorbell interrupt them. You know what? It's our dinner time. And they take that half an hour, that 45 minutes, that hour to listen to each other, communicate, plan it out. Alrighty then. I hope you liked it as much as I did. I love it. I love it because it's very simple. Imagine the little negative energy and how you can get it out of your company, out of your household, out of your love for one another. Remember to subscribe, and I want to thank people around the world for helping our team pass out this information. It's going around the world, and I don't want to mention any names because I had this one lady send me this beautiful message. Hey, you forgot about me. I don't want to forget about anybody. I want to include everybody. I want to say thank you on behalf of our team for sharing this information that is now literally traveling around the world. Thank you so much. Remember to subscribe and share. Write a comment if you must. Till next time, your friend, the ambassador of reading, Frank Iniguez, wishing you well today and always, knowing that you will find and get what you are looking for.